lab junction, UV visible microprocessor, double beam spectrophotometer, model LJ-2373. We have two types of double beam spectrophotometer, model LJ-2373 and model LJ-2375. LJ-2373 is 2 cavity holder and model LJ-2375 is 8 cell holder. This is our UV visible double beam spectrophotometer LJ-2373. This is our main instrument. With this instrument, we have supplied accessories, glass cavity 4 numbers, quartz cavity 2 numbers, this is card key to install software in PC when you have to connect instrument to PC, and this is PC dongle key for software connection with PC. Interfacing cable while you connect PC with spectrophotometer. This PC dongle key is connect to your CPU or directly connect to laptop. And we have supplied this COCl2 solution, 60 ppm, to calibrate spectrophotometer in visible range. And these are the instruction manuals. This is the operating instruction manual of spectrophotometer. And this is software instruction manual for spectrophotometer. This is the warranty card of 1 year applied with the instrument. And 1 dust cover. We have supplied also IQ, PQ, DQ reports with the instrument. Now, how to operate this double beam spectrophotometer? This is the front view. This is the sampler compartment. This is reference and this is sampler. In the back view, on off control of instrument is there. In this side, interfacing PC port is there also. When you start the instrument initialize its process, then you have to please wait for 15 minutes. These are all parameters on the screen. First is basic mode, second is quantitative mode, third is wavelength scan, fourth is kinetics, fifth is DNA protein, sixth is multi-wavelength scanning, seven is utility. In this 7 utility, all options are there. Suppose you have to switch off D1 lamp, you only running D2 lamp, clock setting, dark current, delete entire saved files, restore false, wavelength reset, accuracy validity, WL validity, connect to PC option is 8. 9. If you want to switch off beep on or off, and last 0 is system baseline.
The contrast and the brightness of the screen by rotating it left and right. After some time, when you switch on the instrument, it shows like this. So there is no mishappening in the instrument. You can adjust this contrast by adjusting this knob. Then you can see after that this machine checks all the points automatic. If there is any doubt or any mishappening in the machine, it shows you cross, not the right. And then when in the morning, when you switch on the instrument on the first time, please give the 15 minutes for warm up for a better result. Please give the 15 minutes for the warm up, and when you switch on the instrument second time, so there is no need to give the 15 minutes for warm up on the same day. On next day, it is compulsory to give the 15 minutes for warm up. And after that, when you switch on the instrument the second time, you can escape this option from escape. When you escape, this function automatic goes down. And after that, this machine asks from you want to calibrate this system or no. So it is also compulsory to calibrate the system once in a day. When you give the 15 minutes for a warm up, after that it is compulsory to calibrate the system, and it shows no. When you rotate by these keys you can press, then it will show you yes, and after that enter. Then the instrument get calibrated automatic on all the wavelength, on all the dark currents, on all the baselines. And these two columns, the first one is show you the D2 lamp is glowing, and the second one is show you the tungsten is glowing. And you can see here it checks on all the wavelength. After complete the whole process, this machine goes automatic on all the modes. So on this point, please wait for a calibration and for a main mode. Now the instrument goes on the main screen. This is the main mode. When from this screen you can select the test or the mode according to your test, and we start from the basic mode. You can see the basic mode number 1, so you can press number 1, then you are entering in the basic mode, and this is F1. When you press F1, you can select the unit according to your test by the help of these keys, and after that you can press enter, and this is F2. From this mode you can select the mode by these keys. absorbance, the transmission, and the concentration factor. Now we select the absorbance, then press enter, and this is F3 for a factor and this is F4 for a standard. And then if you want to see the absorbance of any solution, first of all you can select the wavelength according to your test. From this button, set lambda. From set lambda you can adjust this wavelength according to your test. Just take example, if you want to take a test for a 600, then press 600 and after that enter. Then you can see this is goes automatic for 600. When it goes to 600, then please put digital water here and here, then shut down this, and then first of all we blank the solution or digital water from this button. When it shows you it's 0 from this button, then after that please put here the solution and here digital water. Then it show you direct absorbance of the solution. This is the absorbance of the given solution. Now same, if you want to go to another mode, please press escape. When you press escape, you are entering on the main screen. Same as this is number 2, this is a quantitative mode. When you press 2, you are entering in the quantitative mode. This is for selecting the unit from these buttons, then press enter, and this is for a standard curve. When you press F2, you are entering on this mode, and you can select method from F1. There are 3 methods: square fit, linear fit, and linear fit through 0. When you select linear fit through 0, press enter, and F2 for the parameters, F3 for the standards, and F4 for the curve. And same, if you want to take back, then press escape, and you are entering in the main screen. Then we go to WL scan, the wavelength scan. Then please press 3 and you are entering in the wavelength scan mode. From F1 you can set wavelength. If you want to start the test from 1100, then press enter. If you want to take the reading from 900, and press 900 and then enter, and scan 2. If you want to scan 190, then press enter. If you want to scan to 300, then press 300, then press enter. And this is a scan step. You can change this step from these keys. Press enter. This is the scan speed. You can change the speed from these keys. Then press enter. Then please put the digital water here. Please put digital water here, and the second one here. Then please shut down, and you can see this test is starting from 900 and scan to 300, and the interval time is 1.0 nm. Then first of all we blank the solution from 0. So now it's blanking the solution 900 to 300. And after complete the blanking, this instrument gives you the beep sound. Then please put out this digital water and put the solution, and this is same. After that you can start the test from this button. And you can see the graph of this solution. Now the test is complete. So now you can search from F3, and for a better smoothness you can press F4. So the graph is show you more smooth. And if you want to save this graph in this instrument, then please press save, and please input file name. Suppose we enter 768 and then enter. Now escape and Now you want to see again this graph, so there is no need to take the reading again. Just go to third option and you can, by this button, this is the file 768, the previous we saved, and you can enter and you can see this graph. Now we go to fourth option. This is a kinetics. Kinetic means when we mix the two samples and we note down the time, the reaction time between the two samples, you can measure the time, the reaction time between the two samples, and this is for setup. The total time is 180 in seconds and the delay time by 3 and the time interval 1.0 second. Now it all, you can see here, all set, and you can choose the mode by these keys according to your test. Then enter. After that same, you can press 0 and after that start. The reading is given on the graph and the time is, you can see the time, and this is a fifth mode, DNA protein. This is for the coefficient. You can enter here and the method according to your test. You can change this method by these keys. You can press enter. Now the machine asks from you if you want to take the reading with reference, then press enter. If you want the reading without reference, then you can press from here and no and then enter. And same, first of all blank and then start. Then the reading comes out. Now the sixth option is for multi-wavelength. It means you can test the one sample in the different wavelengths. And F1 is for the edit the number. You can edit from here, then press enter. And please input the wavelength according to your test. You can change these wavelength according to your test, and when you enter the wavelength according to your test, the reading is given here. And the seventh option is the utility. This is not for take the any readings, it is just for to take the wavelength reset and connect to the PC and the system baseline and the clock and the dark current. And the eighth button is for to connect this system to your PC. These all are the accessories which we given to you along with this instrument. This is a USB cable to connect your system with your instruments. The one point you can see, this point you can enter here, and another one is you can see with your system. And this is a USB dongle. This is a lock key. Without this dongle you never connect your instrument with your PC.
Now you have to connect spectrophotometer to PC or laptop. You have to connect USB cable from your laptop or PC to the back side of the spectrophotometer, and this dongle key connect to PC like this. Now this is, you have to install your software from this key. This is PC software. Now this is, I am already installed this software. Open this. Suppose your software is not connected to PC, then you have to go to this PC. You close this. You go to your My Computer. You go to your device manager. You directly go to from there. In the device manager, you go to ports. You check this Silicon Labs. You open this, and in this COM port is 3. You go to device manager. In this device manager, you go to ports, COM and LPT. In this Silicon Labs CP210 USB, this is COM 3. Then you go to UV spectrophotometer. In this COM hub is there. This one. You have to feed COM 3 to this and press OK. Now this is main menu. Suppose your system is not connected to PC, and you go to 7 utility. You go to 8 connect to PC. Now your system goes to PC. Close this. This is connected. Start a measurement. Red icon is there. Same systems are there which are in the spectrophotometer like this.
This is the software for double beam UV visible spectrophotometer. Here a cable has to be connected from the laptop to the spectrophotometer, and a dongle has to be connected to the laptop or computer. So now open the software. So this is the software for UV visible spectrophotometer. Here it displays controlled by UV analyst, which means that it is connected to the computer or laptop. Here it has various options. The first option is the mode for measuring the absorbance or the transmittance at a particular wavelength. So here you have to enter the particular wavelength, for example 482 nanometers, and then you can select between absorbance or transmittance modes. So after placing the blank solutions, you have to close the lid, and here you have to blank it using the 0 option. So here it displays 0, which means that the blanking has been done. And when you switch it to transmittance mode, it will show 100%. So now you can place your sample solution in the first cuvette holder. So after placing the sample in this cuvette holder, you can visualize the readings for absorbance as well as transmittance for the sample. So the next measurement mode is the fixed point measurement. So here you can enter the number of wavelengths that you want to measure the readings of the samples at. So here you can select from 20 different wavelengths, and then here if you want to calculate the concentration by drawing the standard curve, you can click on this option, and here you can select between different curves, different types of curves that you want to use. Then here these are the values of the coefficient, so you can enter the value of coefficient over here. So here you have to enter the wavelength on which you want to measure the readings. Then here you can enter the information for the samples. So click on the standard option, and here you can take the readings of the standard solutions for drawing the standard curve. So firstly you have both the cuvette holders, and then you have to click on the blanking option. So after blanking, you have to go again to standard, and here you can take the readings for the first sample solution. So firstly you have to place the concentration for the first standard solution. This displays the absorbance for the particular standard solution. Okay, and this is displayed in this table. Similarly, you can place the other standard solutions and measure their readings for drawing the standard curve. So after taking the readings for all the standard solutions, you can go to the fitting option, and here you can visualize the standard curve. So you can change the x-axis and y-axis values using the display settings option. Here you can enter the x minimum, x maximum, y minimum and y maximum values according to your readings. And then you can go back to the fitting mode and visualize your updated curve. So then to measure the concentration of the unknown samples, you can go back to the sample mode. So you can place the sample solution in the first cuvette holder and then click on start. So here it displays the concentration of the unknown sample according to the standard curve that we drew. So to save this particular standard curve for future use, you have to go to file and then you have to go to save. So you can save it anywhere in your computer. You have to give a name to it. And you can click on save. So the next measurement mode is the wavelength scan. So here you have to go to settings for setting various parameters. Here you can enter the scan range from and to. Here you can enter the scanning steps. So you can select from 0.1 to 5 nanometers. Then here you can select the have to place the blank solutions in the cuvette holder and do the blanking. So after placing the blank solutions, you have to click on the blanking option. So after blanking has been, and then you have to click on the start the measurement option. So after the scanning is completed, a peak is obtained at a particular wavelength, and here it displays all the peaks which are obtained. So to check the absorbance at each and every wavelength, you have to remove this peaks option, and here it displays the values at each and every wavelength. So the next measurement mode is the kinetics analysis. So click on this option, and then you can go to settings. For setting the various parameters, here you can enter the wavelength, and then here you can enter the total time in seconds for which you want to measure the absorbance. For example, 50 seconds. Here you can enter the steps, scanning steps, 0.1, 0.2 seconds, 0.5 seconds, ranging to 60 seconds. Then click on OK. So then place the blank solutions in both the cuvette holders, and then click on the blanking option. So after blanking, place the sample solution in the first cuvette holder, and then click on the start the measurement option. So here it displays the curve between absorbance and time. So after the completion, it displays the absorbance values according to the time in this particular table. You can save this using the save option, and you can open it for. So the next measurement mode is the DNA and protein mode. So here this is used to check the purity of the DNA or protein. So it measures the absorbance at 3 different wavelengths, which include 260 nanometers, 280 nanometers and 320 nanometers. So this is how UV analyst software for double beam UV